Good morning, Chambers County Schools teachers. I did have a question come through about if you don't have a Google Classroom with kids and you want to be able to monitor certain kids that maybe not be in your Google Classroom. If you could monitor those kids, you absolutely can. There's two ways. You can create a Google Classroom and invite those students that you want to monitor into that Google Classroom, or you can just simply go into AristotleK12 and create a new classroom from there. So what you'll need from that is you open your Aristotle, and we'll come over when it opens up. We'll come over to New Classroom, and we'll hit Create Classroom. And you have to give it a class name. I'm just going to name this one Daniel Test, and the class ID has to be unique. It can't match another class that you have. So I have a class called DB Test, so I can't use that. So I just name it the same. Oops. Roster type, I want to do users and not devices because the students may be on a separate device in each class. Duration in minutes, I put nothing. You can go down here and choose a class color, and it'll color code this little tab up here to that color. And then you can just hit Start Class. Class ID is required. It doesn't like that space. So Start Class. So don't leave a space in the unique ID, and then you'll have it. So now you're in that class. From there, what I do is hit End Class, and I can come back here, and I can go to Edit Settings. And these general settings, you can change if you need to change something. If you mistype something, you don't have to. Just go to Class Roster. Student name preference, we want to do username, and you can add user. And see here, simply all you would do is type the username, and you can do a display name if you want it to be a certain name. Then I can add member. That is put me in that class now. And if I sign into a Chromebook with my username, which is the first part of their email address. So you will need your students' email addresses that you want to monitor to be able to do this as a separate class in Aristotle, but you just use the first part, not the @ChambersK12, just the first part of their email address. I'll add another one just for fun. No. And I have these two in this class. If you wanted to, you can go through and add a co-teacher if you wanted somebody else to be able to see this class as well. Class schedule. I don't put anything here for these manual classes because I really want to be able to start and stop them as I please, and not have to worry about being in this automatic start range here. Email settings, I changed nothing here because we don't want an attendance record that they were in that class. Notification settings, I do turn on chat notifications and student leaving and joining notifications, because a student can leave your classroom and you just have to start it back and force them to be in it. Class notes, anything you had that you wanted to put for memo purposes for yourself. So once you have your class, really all you got to do is build your class roster, and that's on the class roster. If you want to add a co-teacher, you can add a co-teacher. That's easy. You add a co-teacher, and it's the same thing. You just put the first part of their email address in, and they'll be added as a co-teacher. And then you're just going to come down here to the bottom and hit apply. I always go back to my class roster screen and make sure that I have what I need. And then I come down here and I hit apply. And once I've hit apply, I can come out of that. And when I go back to open classroom, I have my two users here. And you can see my display name that I typed in instead of just seeing their email address. The red means that I do not have a Chromebook. I'm not signed into a Chromebook right now. So you won't see my stuff, but if a student was signed in, you would see that. The rest of it functions just like the normal videos that we've sent out before. If you have any questions about this, feel free to reach out to me. I know we had a lot of our special ed teachers that were asking how they could monitor their caseload students that are sitting in a regular classroom, and that's really who this is geared towards. I hope this has been an informative video. Whew. As you can see, I'm at the beach already. I'm ready for spring break. I hope everybody has a good rest of the week and enjoy your spring break. And let me know if you need anything. Have a good one.